Okie dokie. So booting up Crossout. What if Regan's doing? Yo, Regan, do you care to screen share on Discord or not?
Yeah, I can do that.
Just if we're both making different versions of the same build.
Yeah. Cool. I'll skedaddle here. Do you want? Sorry, are we gonna be in the heavy duty channel, or do you want me to hop on?
For you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
You're what?
Good to go in there then.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, pretty straightforward. Basically, just going to take the Goliath suit build, which has just been kind of sitting idly by for a long ass time, and finishing that up. Seeing as how I now have all the parts more or less for it, since I do have the 2 one-day harvesters, and the entire reason the project was halted was due to the existence of the lightweight frames for the 8x and 6x only being accessible via lunatics, which at the time I did not have maxed out. So that has quite obviously been rectified since. Yeah, so I can finish it up. Basically, mind you, this is a fused bastion, so there will be a bit of a discrepancy as far as like the mass limit and the mass, but obviously we aren't even hitting the mass limit here with 2 Goliath tracks, and the difference in mass is I think only like 750 mass, so should be good enough in any case, even if one just replaces the APC parts with the scavenger container parts. But in any case, the gist is the build was created by Regan. It was designed to be basically the tankiest melee build that one can do. So it is using the Skinner, which is getting nerfed significantly in the next update. So the plan is to use that, finish the build, yeet it, and then don't need to worry about it anymore, as you know, it's already generally a terrible idea to run melee with a slow build, especially with literally the slowest movement parts in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and figure out how I set up the screen share. I don't think I streamed to you, right? You just streamed to me?
Yeah, in the past. I'm just going to the Discord.
Yeah. Should be fine. So then Streamlabs needs to be a screen share. Now once you stream, I think I just set it to show non-video participants. Or to not show non-video participants.
Okay. Oh. Cool. I'm gonna be a minute. It's not connecting, so I'm just gonna go start and poke around with stuff. So, yeah, I might just be on mute for a bit.
Alright, I will be building. Okay, so don't feel like Rhea needs to hear me while I'm just thinking through this. But basically the gist of the build is it's going to be running 2 harvesters, which are going to be the full width of the build. Runs a, so it goes up so you can see the energy and the parts list. Runs a skinner in order to immobilize the enemies once they, actually get close enough to the build to get immobilized. And then it runs a annihilator as its 11th through 14th energy in order to gimp the enemy build, in order to basically be able to catch anything within the range of the annihilator. Should hopefully be slowed down enough to then be skinnered and then harvested. So the last energy point is spent on the Giggle because the Goliath tracks are extremely slow by default, and we don't really want to go any slower than that. Any slower than absolutely necessary. So that is looking like that with the full energy expenditure. Once again, not necessarily a super heavy viable build, but an interesting idea, if nothing else. So I think probably the biggest thing that I got stuck on last time was trying to figure out what to do for the frames. I might be able to rework this front part here with some more crane parts as well, since they are 6x. Though I suppose that does sort of diminish the entire point of using the Bastion shield. It is of course also going to add a lot of mass. But we do also have the new parts from the last battle pass, the container parts. Those would fit, although they would be significantly less durability. But I would say it probably fits the best out of all the parts so far. So, interesting question is, how far back can I / should I have the harvesters? Looks like Regan got her stuff sorted out too. What do you? Oh, okay.
Alrighty, I realized that I was partially muted for that, but I think it's up and running. If you're able to check on
Yeah, so that's good.
Sweet. It did give out connection once, so should be fine, but let's see how it goes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm currently trying to figure out how I want to. Let's say max speed 40 kph. It should definitely be 55 with the fucking. Oh, right, because I added the, like, never mind. Well. I wonder if I should slap one of these down in the front, maybe. Give us more tonnage.
Any of the updates catch your eye?
Just a lot of really weird ones that didn't seem to be asked for at all, so I just have a lot of mixed feelings in general, so I think it'll be a see how it goes sort of thing before I can make a, like, informed opinion either way.
Fair.
I think I might end up, unfortunately, going back to the super chonky Bastion version.
Okay.
We'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know what the solution is for this. Because, like, I can put the triangular tracks in front of the Goliaths. Sorry, let me back up. So beforehand, I had the harvesters underneath the Goliath tracks. So they were the same
like
width as
that?
the entire build. Yeah, I think so. Mine were all the way to the edge. Yeah. Yeah, so... Although I'm confused how you're doing that. Oh, I see. You have the armor behind the shield rather than in line with it. That's smart. That's probably something I should be doing as well. Hold on. Anyway, so I have... well, I guess you'd have to look at the stream to see my screen. But basically, I considered, okay, but what if I put hardened tracks in front? Because if I tuck the harvesters in like you have, the risk is if you look at it from the side, they might not contact things before the Goliath does, because they don't stick out far enough because they're, you know, attached to the...
And I do got the your stream open now. So
oh, okay. So what I was saying was with this, like... Oh, ew. It stacks them separately because they have different expiration times. So with this, I was tucking it back all the way. And then the question is, okay, well, is it still going to hit stuff, right?
yeah.
So my theoretical solution to that is like, okay, what if I just yeet this in front so the hardened track kind of patches up the gap, and then I can attach that to it. However,
Well, if
as you can see, that makes it really, really far forward.
Yeah. You can always just test it, right?
In what sense?
So I just have the one register right now. Literally just go see if it chews stuff up.
Yeah. Well, it's fair, but it might perform vastly differently in like an actual combat situation, you know, is my concern.
That's fair, yeah.
But I will say I absolutely like the look of this. Like having this huge, like, front to it. Like I'd have to actually fill it in and move it up and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
This might honestly be sort of the thing that would, I hate to say it, but be better as like an actual combo build, because like there's just like this like doubles the length of the vehicle by doing this, and I can move the Bastion and whatnot all the way up, and then have a shit ton of room at the back, you know?
Yeah, I'm always game for another combo build.
As if I need
Dinner
to make...
might be gone, but
Here we are trying to get rid of the fucking Goliath suit build, and instead it's like, but what if we made like 4 different types of builds with it instead? Like, oh, okay.
I never screwed up getting rid of the Goliath suit build. Just want to give it a go before it's. I don't want to say unplayable, but I want to say, or I think with the changes, it's not going to perform like at all.
Well, they're already rather limited in what they do well at, and this kind of invalidates like half of the use of it.
Yeah, I'm a little upsetty. But hey, finally got to put the build together, so thanks devs, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could micro. I don't know how much time you have today or how much time you want to spend on doing this, but could definitely fuck around with getting a build sorted out with it.
If I'm gonna be honest, priority is getting this one, just like the basic version of it done. Because it was a very fun build. And want to give it one last go and all that. But if I recall, the updates aren't coming till next
week. Yeah.
So even if it's not a today thing, I definitely would be game on the weekend sort of thing. But I'm good to wait and see sort of how things go just today, and then go from there.
Yeah, well, whenever you're done with yours, we can obviously hop to doing raids. So.
Okay.
In the meantime, I will just tinker around with making a completely bastard build.
I am getting a phone call though, so I'm gonna be on mute while I take that. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Back again.
Oh, gee. I have created a monster, but I think it sort of solidifies my plans for this build, presuming I don't get crazy over encumbered, which is very possible.
I'm ready. What you thinking of?
Well, you know how you took a bastion and were like, why not make a melee build with the slowest movement part in the game?
I think I recall that happening, yeah.
I looked at the extremely slow build and I said, well, it's a melee. So I said, why not make it a wedge?
Wonderful.
So, like, the pieces fit, they're crazy high durability. Like, I think it could work.
It's gonna be the
It's
best wedge.
insanity. And it obviously looks kind of rough here behind the plow, but otherwise, I think it could work.
Sounds pretty dope. I am pumped to see it. Oh, I was thinking, so like the reload on the Skinner is pretty quick. So one way to maybe navigate the update is just have 2 Skinners and alternate shoot them on the person. But
Yeah, it does suck up quite a bit of energy though, spending 4 on that.
yeah.
So, not that I'm recommending this per se, but it looks like there is enough room that if somebody wanted to go extra insane, you could also make the wedge with the freight train plow in the center.
Wonderful.
So that is the stuff of nightmares right there.
Do it.
So that's the thing.
Good thing, yeah.
I didn't say that.
I know I did. Oh, perfect, and mine's able to do heart rates, even.
I mean, yeah, of course, they're using legendary weapons. Now, will it actually succeed in hard raids is a completely different question, which the answer is probably
No.
not, especially when I just spent all of this mass on train plows instead of increasing the, shield health.
If you want that, train plows make a lot more sense.
Well, no, because the train plows don't increase the health of the cabin, right?
Oh, I'm aware.
And moving the plow so far up also managed to give exactly enough room for like a rear hatch for the Annihilator. Wonderful.
Perfect. Just as planned, right?
Something like that. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually surprisingly easy to put together.
Yeah. Or, sorry, yours in general, or?
Yeah. Like, it's pretty much good, I think. Like, it's almost at the mass limit, and that's with a fused cabin.
Okay.
Oh, never mind, I'm bad at math, and I forgot to slap on another hardened track.
Okay.
But, yeah, like... Not too shabby overall. Just, like, basically, I got the front figured out and then pulled up all the parts. It's like, Ledunzo.
Yeah, also just about done. Have a bit more room to mess around with it. Ah, it brings me back to the days when I didn't have enough mouse to do anything. The memories.
The worst part about me testing this is all the starter cars can just outrun me.
Rip. In other news, I think this is the first build that I've put together solo that's broken 9,000.
It's the first build that you what?
Put together like solo, that has broken 9,000.
Congrats. Are you almost at limits for stuff, or?
Yep. So I am at 77 out of 80 parts. So I'm
Okay.
gonna toss two more things on. It's probably gonna be some ducks, and then just need to add the time skinner.
Add the what?
The timed skinner,
Wait, what?
the 1 day one.
One
I
day
only have
skinner?
one. I totally mean harvester. My bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I was gonna say you are pretty over the mass limit. Do you not have any more like large parts to take up where the small parts are going?
I'm under mask.
Wait, yeah, sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Like you aren't like at the cap yet, so you could always add more armor.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff shoved in there. Which I was gonna see if I could grab your thoughts on after I gave it a like test and stuff like that.
There.
But yes, there's room to put more things in for sure. Alrighty. Well, I'm pretty happy with based off of like test range alone. How goes yours?
Yeah, I'm mostly worried about the relatively low health of the Bastion.
Hmm.
And the fact that I am using all light frames currently rather than heavy ones.
Oh, I'm totally using light as well. I could probably update those.
It's a lot of barrels.
Hmm?
It's a lot of barrels you stacked up.
Yep.
I think mine's ready for trial by fire whenever you are.
Yep. Good to go. What power scores you have at?
14,000.
Alrighty.
Oh fuck. That was definitely the wrong invite.
Yikes.
Definitely need a... Wait, am I still in the party on the PC?
Yep. We're in Discord though.
Oh! Ha! Okay, that answers that. Nice. Okay. I'm like, normally it disconnects me from this one. But yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Meant to send that invite. Oh wait, no, Power Score probably doesn't matter because we can just do a the easy raid with it.
Sweet. I'm so ready. Oh shoot, I didn't realize. Cool. This is my first 10,000. Forgot about the harvester adding some to that.
Did you max out your energy then without the Apollo?
I believe so. Check. It's not what I was wanting to do. Yeah, or I got one left. 12 out of 13.
Because you're using the Ampere, right? Or the whatever PU charge.
It's the
Okay. Well, you could probably... Oh, right, yeah, you're not going to be able to get the damage bonus on yours without the Apollo at all. Rough. Actually, the Enlightenment counts as boosting the Harvester damage, and you only have one energy, and it only costs one energy, and you got one from the Syndicate Battle Pass. Fucking A.
Cool. Just gotta find a place for it. Ah! Perfect. I expect placement to go poorly.
I mean, to be fair, once again, you do have a shit ton of, like, small light parts you don't need that you could replace with heavier parts. So...
Yeah, I want to make it look. Can I toss it under enemies? No, I cannot.
If there's a gap for it to shoot, you could, but I doubt that there is.
No, because of how I have the harvester set up. Like, I could move them over and maybe create a gap.
You'd try. You'd have to have a gap where you don't have any frames, though, so maybe, like, directly under the cabin, but I don't even know if that'll shoot, to be honest.
Perfect.
Should fit if you rotate it.
Not. It gets caught on the lip, I think.
The lip of what?
The Bastion?
Bastion doesn't have any lip underneath.
Yeah, just doesn't connect.
That's super weird.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I
you don't
think,
have any snap points. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rough.
it's what yeah, I tried, lip was not in any case. Let's go.
You just press LB. Oh, I see. Sorry. Thought you were gonna manually put the harvesters back in place.
Nah. This works, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
might give you some issues with turning though. Plus, you are probably going to want to let it reload or just restart the garage session and see if it will actually latch onto something or if it immediately goes out of bounds. Yeah, it looks like it went through the map. So, yeah, I think you're better off with it on the roof. You could even, I think it's like a pyre, isn't it? You could probably just slap it like to the behind right of your cabin and have it shoot over your reflector.
Okay.
It's centered. No, it's to the right, yeah, so that could work.
Sorry, so where?
So if you undo so that your harvesters go back, then wherever your enlightenment is, if you, put it where that grill is. That should work. And then, well, you can move it up one, but that should work, and then have it be like kind of partially protected by the reflector as well. It's either that or slap it on your roof where it's definitely not protected. Although, again, I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot when we're fighting bots. But...
Cool. Hey, it launches this time.
Yeah. If you have a spinning radar thing, might be worthwhile putting one of those on the back, since that's what determines what the enlightenment can target. It's hardware. Yeah.
Got 2 of them.
Well, hell, you could even probably slap the radar on the inside, depending on how much empty space you have. But again, for fighting bots, should be fine.
Yeah, filled up at the moment.
Oh shit, mine's like 2/3 hollow.
Oh, yeah, no, it's, oh, there's 1 layer on this side. Yeah, tried to fill the space as much as I could. Just need to, change some keys and then should be good to go. Actually, is there any one power score parts?
No.
Darn it. So close to it.
I think the lowest is 5 for white decor.
Rip.
Definitely no structural parts that low. Actually, I think the knee, the new printed part, is 4 power score, but why do you need 1 power score specifically?
Need is, not necessarily. Would be nice, though. Could have been great.
Yeah. If you have one at all, it's going to be a decor. Oh wow, I'm surprised the area intake's only 2.
Oh, I'll take it. Perfect.
Did you say so? I should probably save this though. I already did save it.
You do raise a good point. I should also save. Oh, is there a recommended co-driver?
Bulldog, if you have him leveled up. Because he gives you melee weapon and chainsaw durability and damage, and then he also gives you better self-destruct, which inevitably is probably what you're gonna have to do with the build at some point. So.
Oh yikes! I got one level up.
Yeah.
So.
No, you have all of the important ones. You have the 2 self-destruct, and then you have the first damage for the melee, and then the health one. The only one you're missing is that bottom middle row. More damage, which is whatever. I mean, I'd still suggest leveling up the co-driver anyway, but you obviously don't have the resources at the moment.
Alrighty.
Cool. Is this the map I think it is? No. Maybe? No, I don't think so. If this is the map I think it is, though, we're literally just going to be able to sit and have the enemies just drive into our gates. Or through the gates into our open maw.
Wonderful.
This is not going to be a great experience for our teammates if they're low levels, though.
Are you sure? They don't want to see the power of the skitters?
We'll see, I guess.
I think it's gonna be glorious.
No, it is not.
RIP. Guess the teammates get to miss out.
No, what is it? I don't know. I don't know what the map's called, but I was thinking of the one that had the central like hub area, like which is the always cap the point, never kill anybody or never, you know.
Yep.
Or what is it? It's never cap the enemy base. It's always cap the middle point or cap the 3 flags.
Yep. Yeah.
Evidently, that map is not Wrath of Khan. It's also not Sandy Gulf, and it's not Founders Canyon. Like I said, I just don't know what it is.
It's not those 3. Oh, it looks like you have a few friends over there.
It's fine.
So the Enlightenment, I could definitely have read it, but it just sort of seems to, fire off into the distance. What does it actually
No, you have to lock onto an enemy with it.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what the
cool.
radar is for.
Let's see.
And then, because of the Harvester's perk, in theory, whoever's pinged with it should be taking double damage or whatever the boost is.
I see, okay. Oh, I see how it works now, cool.
It's just basically a tactical pyre rather than a weapon.
Yeah.
Probably literally how they coded it as well.
I mean, if it works.
You know what we are? We are effectively those giant scrapper machines from robots.
The best, God. I don't know, I think these might be hard rate viable.
Bruh,
Go well.
BJ is at 2/3 health.
Might be viable. Maybe teammates are just so overtaken by the greatness that are these builds. I don't know.
If we end up with like an extra raid, I'd be definitely willing to throw it at the end of the week, but I don't think we should actively impede ourselves like the or our teammates.
Oh, if I had enough for the second Skinner though, and the
Apollo.
yep, that's it. Would've been great.
Hello.
But what I'm hearing is the build might still be viable once just with like multiple skinners. That's what I'm hoping for at least.
Yeah. Like, being able to use the Enlightenment is actually kind of a big deal for this build. Like, none of the other ones really matter, but you don't really have the extra energy to spend on Annihilated when you need things like it's. I think you could probably run the Enlightenment and then the Invisibility and then like a Wall Hack Raider.
Mhm.
Or heck, even 2 Invisibilities or 2 Enlightenments and like an Enlightenment and a second Enlightenment and a second Skinner. Or something. Like, you do have quite a bit of options being able to just use the Enlightenment, because like I'm not really using the Annihilator like a weapon on this build. It's just basically as utility for being able to catch things easier.
Yeah, yeah.
These are probably the chattiest low levels I've ever seen.
Pardon?
These are probably the chattiest low levels I've seen.
Oh, just in like with the Greeks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I'll take it. So, you think this will be your final iteration of the build?
We'll see. We'll see. Cool. So for the quote-unquote actual raids, well, they reset in 7 minutes anyway, but we can get in a electronic frontier defense against fire starters.
Sounds good. I definitely forgot to save the updated version of the
Again,
one build. Yeah.
Seems to be more the rule than the exception at this point.
It's sure looking that way.
But you got 7 minutes before raids reset in any case.
Be able to get it done that quick. I've done it enough times. I think I know where everything's at now.
Yeah, I mean, likewise with me, I'm adapting this build, which is actually meant to be PvP viable for raids. Although it's not me forgetting to update my build, it's just I literally don't have enough slots to have an alternative.
Maybe today will be the day I remember to save it.
Will be the day you what?
Remember to save the build.
Yeah, I also don't know why they're capping the damage of the Yongwang. That seemed like a really weird thing.
Yep.
Especially because I haven't exactly seen it be problematic, and you're only... Where is it? Was it? They said they're capping it to 95%, I think, which is what, 6... Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. You can't have more than... What?
Truth is out. They don't know what they're doing.
Shocker. I'm gonna double check, because if it's 95, that's like not even like a thing, because the most energy you can have on top, like other than spending it on the Yongwang itself, is 7 energy. And why would you not get a reload booster on it?
Weird. Yeah.
Let's see. Well, somebody posted a map control and zoning mega thread on Crossout, and it has been locked, and it was a discussion.
Interesting. Okay. Wonder
Yeah.
what happened there.
I presume somebody wanted to start a big chat when nobody else was interested, and they tried to force it. Let's see.
Oof.
Icarus 7 is... What? Is that the shitty one? I sure hope not. I sure hope that's the good one that they're nerfing.
I'm pretty sure it's the not good one.
It is the good one that they're nerfing.
Oh, okay.
Which is fair, because it's way too good.
You know what wasn't too good?
Them nerfing
Skinner.
the one.
Oh.
You're right, the
Yes.
Skinner wasn't too good, and with this nerf it will be even better than it was.
It was overpowered at times, but like the nerf was way too.
I mean, it's just like a shittier version of the Capcan now, honestly.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it's usable really, and like
Well,
PvP.
to be fair, it's supposed to give you utility. It's not supposed to body the enemies. You should save that. It's not supposed to body the enemies from being able to do anything, right?
And I get that much of it, but cool. I guess
the game said no.
Like, and I get that side of stuff, but I think there's better ways to go about it than just like a flat 4-second delay and then it's off. Like that, it seems way too much. You could have just had like a shoot wire, shoot weapon.
Yeah. No, I agree that it was, yeah, like people are saying it's drastic. I agree. So the maximum bonus to the perk is 95. Oh, you know what it's for? It's definitely specifically for Leviathans.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, this dude's massive.
Yeah.
And
also
very
has a
bad
ring.
build. Anyway, yeah, well
that's
just
the
the default
horn, right?
machinist horn,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah, no, because you can't have more, like I said, you can't have more than like a 90% damage boost reasonably on in PvP for the Youngling, but you can definitely have a fuck ton of modules on a Leviathan one. That being said, I don't know why you'd want to only have like the Yongwang as a viable weapon on a Leviathan anyway, but evidently some people were doing it, or some people could do it.
Yep.
Oh man, and somebody's running a wall hack radar. Lovely. We are gonna fly. Not that matters because Razer reset it.
My counter argument to the, or counter suggestion to the devs is like a decay over time with the skinner. So, you know, might take, or after like 4 seconds or so, you know, it starts to lose its grip and then, you know, easier just to knock off over it. I don't know, better options, I think. I'm not a fan of it.
I'd rather have it be easier to break the longer it held on. But I think the big problem is like you can literally immobilize people by just skinnering them and then flipping them.
Yeah, like that's definitely not fair, but just the way they have it implemented or plan to implement is just not good.
We'll see. 4 seconds gives you enough time to flip enemies, which is like the second most used thing I've seen with it. The first is mines, and like I said, I never felt like it was really necessary or useful, other than the combo build that ran with it.
Yeah.
Well, the discussion is weird too, specifically because it does say mega thread, and generally mega threads are made by mods in order to have the discussion in one location. So having a dude just pull up, this is a mega thread, out of their ass is interesting. We'll read it when we are loading and not shooting over.
Well done, guys.
Wow, data theft or data theft. We are spoiled.
Yeah, I think if we could do data theft, that'd be cool.
Let's see, what's the discussion? Well, there was a lot of negative downvotes on that. Okay, let's see. So the extreme low chance for devs to revert changes they think they want. So I want to explain again, in any competitive team-based game, you need to have map control / zoning. Devs apparently want to decrease skill ceiling and casualize the game even more. For example, cap cannon is one of the things that can literally be countered by anything, including your eyes. Clearly, devs don't play competitive games or ever have. Find that all great for you and all. But then you need to add more utilities. My suggestion is a simple. We all know how much they love money and how little they like to work. Ice utilities / weapons. Freeze all movement parts for sec or 2. Can't break gas turn. Ice wall, close a flank or lock people from teammates. Melts over time, SXHP. Trash catapults in real life tank smoke screens. There's ways you can deal with it, devs, but the direction the game is going, you are rewarding brainless plays and removing punishments for fucking up / not being prepared for battle or situations. And the game will revert to shotgun, wedge / dog only soon again, and we will be back where we started. Add utilities or actually think about gameplay. More than 60% players want about cap cans even after 5 nerfs in a row, and Argus. No, any player who plays this game without a bias has above lukewarm IQ will agree. Dogs breakers already means instant death if they get close. What do you think is going to happen now? Anyways, this is a discussion I'd like to read for the devs to take some notes from actual community for once. So post your suggestions. How can we actually have good and existing strat-filled competitive matches that aren't hold gas with Griffin, Cabin, Win? Please, if you don't play Clan Wars, do not post here. So just a really super gatekeepy post that's aimed at telling the devs what to do because they think they know better than them and evidently know more about game dev by calling it zoning instead of sightline. Like,
yeah. Yikes. I think I can sort of see why it's blocked.
Yeah, I haven't seen
also,
the post.
Can't say I'm a fan of the ice wall suggestion. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the trolling would be crazy.
Yep.
Like, it's definitely a thing, or was a thing at least in Overwatch when I played. I presume they probably didn't get around it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, like the trash catapult, cool idea. I think it fits with the theme of the game. You could see it a bit. But yeah, no. Not so much with the other one.
I mean, I do agree with the sentiment that they're saying that they feel like a lot of the game is just going into the rush and win direction. But I think the biggest way to address that and fix it is just to get rid of wedges.
Yep. Yeah.
Because once that's not a thing, melee and shotguns are going to be significantly worse.
Yeah. No, the wedges seem like a constant ongoing problem that the devs really need to address. But hey, getting all those maps, maybe that's nice.
Well, they aren't even working on new maps at the moment. It seems like they were just reworking this season, which I'm fine with. So I suspect we'll probably see Fortress again sometime soon, and then they'll start going back to new maps. Maybe,
yeah.
I mean, we did also get East Quarter and whatever the Syndicate City one is, like 2 new maps in a row, so they could change. But I think if they're going to rehash syndicates, it makes sense to, or battle passes, seasons, factions, whatever. I think it makes sense to also have them redo maps that need load.
Yep.
Although some people seem to think Sector X is on that list, and I disagree. So.
That's the pit one, right?
Nah, that's Ravager's Foothold is the pit one.
Oof.
Sector X is the one that's like just one small warehouse building with the upper levels and the lower levels.
Oh,
the
yeah,
tunnel.
big hole in the roof.
With the what?
Big hole in the roof.
Yeah.
No, that one's fun. I like it.
Yeah. It's really the only like forced CPC map we have currently. It's phenomenal for doing mines or drone challenges.
Yeah.
And it still had longer sight lines available. Like I got many autocannons and Reaper wings in there too.
Map also would have been real fun. The Goliath things.
What?
This map would be real fun with the Goliaths, like suit builds.
You say so.
You can just block off this whole section.
Like, you might be able to block off that small section to the right.
Can
But they would
block off
definitely
a good chunk of the section.
You'd probably need like 3 of those builds to like actually fully block it all.
So we need to find that third person.
Yeah, and convince them to run it in hard raids.
Yeah. I don't see the problem.
Mostly hitting the last arrow. Yeah, otherwise, Bastion Goliath is pretty fucking legit overall.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm a fan.
Like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I kind of feel like overall, people saying cap cans and hovers being removed from the game, like, I don't think they will, but honestly, it seems like it would solve a lot of issues and like, controversy with the community.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they need to be removed. I just, I think the devs need to put some serious time into figuring out what the core issue is and figuring out a better way to fix it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, the thing with the cap can is it's meant to be like a trapping thing, but for the sake of it, A, only being 2 energy, B, being boosted by ammo amounts, like, you basically wanting to use it as an ambush thing rather than actively planting them, like the mines.
Yep.
But as a result, if it is an ambush, anytime somebody's speeding on by, they aren't going to get affected by it, which kind of invalidates their entire point at stopping builds, which generally apply to the fast builds, because the slow builds are going slow enough you don't need to stop them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I know... If I'm being honest, I think the shorter just release time on it would be better. Or more suited for the cap cans.
Well, I think it's fine to have it break if you're going fast enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it makes sense. I don't know, I wonder if maybe they could make it sort of an angle thing, where if you go directly over it, so you are going, like, directly, all of your force is going in one direction away from it, then it'd be fine, but if it were at an angle, then it kind of has to choose whether or not you fail the check and start going into the spin, or whether it breaks.
Yeah,
And
that would be
might
nice.
already do that, depending on how they calculate momentum.
I haven't noticed it in any case.
But I mean, even if they just did like a look at rotator, and then said, you know, from 0 to 180, increase the strength of, or increase your chance of breaking from like 0 to 100 based on whatever speed threshold they want to set. And that way, if you drive like directly away from it, you have a good chance of it not stopping you. But if they're able to put it onto the sides or something, it's causing you to veer and stop and slow down. I think that's way more fair.
Yeah.
Which, mind you, is also definitely exactly how I use mines in games like Siege anyway. Place them off to the side or something.
Cut out a little bit there.
I was saying that's exactly how I use them in Siege anyway. Place them off to the side of something so they don't get directly triggered and aren't in the middle of the floor where people can see them. But just close enough that when they pass by, they trigger.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think they have a few ways to go about it that would fix it. Or at least make them a lot more fair to use, but they seem to be, like, have a specific set of stuff that they're tuning to resolve issues.
Well, and then of course there's also the issue with them, A, being only purchasable, and B, being able to equip up to 8 of them on a build.
Yeah.
Because both of those hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that it would be any better of an item if it was only like 1,000 coins. It definitely wouldn't be better balanced. It'd be even worse because now it's only 1,000 coins and it's better than every other 1,000 coin item.
Like, to some extent, I think if it was more available, they'd have a little bit more freedom to, like, tune it or adjust it. It wouldn't have to be as painful since it is, like, a paid item. I understand that they, you know, give it a bit more. I don't want to say pay to win, but
well,
sort of
they're
along
definitely, I mean, that's definitely been a factor, I'm sure. Like, literally anytime anybody wants a cap can and doesn't want to buy it off the market, they get $50 or $25 if there's a pack sale. Like, that's pretty sizable for any company.
Yeah, so, like, I understand, like, on that side, keeping it powerful to that, but if they made it more available, then, you know, nerfing it wouldn't be such a, like, hassle, I guess is the best way to put it, because you aren't disappointing the whales, I guess, or the people that paid for it.
Yeah. It is definitely the most pay-to-win thing about Crossout currently, though.
Yeah.
4 to 5 times the cost of any other item at that tier, only available via RMT or player-to-player trade.
Yep.
It's a tough pitch.
Yep.
Alright, let's see what else we got for this discussion. Oh, there's a chain of comments removed by moderator, so I imagine it was them throwing a shit fit, potentially at each other.
Maybe playing until the locked part, got it.
Yeah.
This is our last raid for today, right?
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah, wasn't a whole lot more discussion on that.
I am interested to know what the removed chain said.
What the what?
Removed chain said.
Yeah, you could check set it or remove edit, but I personally don't do it. Yo, that is somebody running autocannons with big rams and augers. Inspired. Definitely not. It looks like they're running COVID. They also have way too many defensive. Well, I guess it depends if that is the cohort. Yep, cohort.
I don't know, sounds like they could use a few more. Toss some hovers on, they'll be set.
The build looks ugly as fuck. Seems to function. I'm not gonna say great, but okay-ish enough.
It's good to hear at least.
Surprised Big Dude doesn't want to chill up on this bridge. Phenomenal.
Wants
spot.
to chill over there. It's a very weird looking build though, I agree.
Yeah, well they have the front legs backwards, so it tilts, right? But, you know, if it wasn't running a heavy cabin on top of big rams, it wouldn't even tilt anything. So. Interesting choices all around.
Yep.
They definitely have money, because although the cohort they could have gotten from a battle pass, everything else on that build is from like. Well, I guess technically they could have gotten the big rams as well, but like the cyclones are not cheap. Well, augers are now. I was gonna say they weren't.
I can't believe how much the harvester went up in price.
I can.
Oh, okay.
I actually like posted about it like literally this past week. Scrap buy offers dropped enough that it showed that there was only 30 some legitimate offers and all the other ones were $2 or less. So people are trying to prop up the scrap price by putting in offers at like 001.
Interesting, okay.
So scrap prices dropped to like $17-ish a couple days ago, and now they're back up to 20 again. So.
Do you buy all the scrap you need then?
No, I was waiting for it. I'm like just hoping it like completely drops. It's been ass having it be so high.
As a seller, I have quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, but it also makes everything more expensive by a significant amount. Like epics have gone up in price 50%. Legendaries, like you said, have gone up another like 2,000-ish coins.
That's fair, that's fair. I'm happy I bought my harvester for like 5,000. think I'll probably have to pick up some more legendary crates though if I want to keep using the Goliath suit build. I don't know how much we're gonna use it though.
Not. It's a personal
fair.
decision, man.
That's fair. Yeah, true. More so if we're doing PvP later. Don't know if I'll use it there, but
What, tonight?
this weekend more so.
I strongly recommend against using that in PvP, especially at 10,000 cars where you're going to be fighting people with pellet weapons.
Yeah. It'll go great.
You can solo key if you want, don't let me stop you there, but and mind you too, if we did do multiplayer with it, if anything, it would be you running a coupling build variant. Because I don't have any particular reason to run that.
Cool. Got a Skinner, gotta get the Skinner in before, you know, devs make it sad.
I mean, I'm not the one who ever even used the skinner, really.
It's fair. Yeah.
I guess I probably could have stopped the stream once we stopped building. I don't know what I'm going to do to build. I have 24 hours, so I can at least poke around with trying to replace the melee parts with armor, and then at that point, if it works or if it doesn't, throw whatever I have at that stage onto the exhibition, and probably just call it at that.
Okay.
Because then my things are going to expire and I don't really have any here to pick up more of them.
Yeah.
Somebody running 3 auto cannons on a big cabin. I don't get it, man. It's literally as easy doing hard raids as just buying a fucking pack of 4 tactics. That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's less than that's like the same cost as buying like any other item normally.
You know what else you could do? Buy the like. Oh no, I was gonna say like buy 3 different legendaries.
You definitely can't buy 3 legendaries for 1,200.
No, could do it for more though.
But they aren't running legendaries either.
He was trying to reference the dude from earlier in the week.
Oh, the one who ran the. I mean, to be fair, it was 1 relic and then 1 legendary and then 1 epic.
No, my bad.
Presuming you're talking about XP.
Yeah.
So I presume you're gone after this and then back for 6 tomorrow?
For the most part. I know this is gonna sound a little odd. I did have some info I want to ask to you, but I'm not sure if it's an
Sorry,
sort of thing.
you're, like, cutting out.
Yikes.
You have some info that you wanted to ask me, but something. Also, I am
yeah, so I have some info I wanted to pass on to you, but I don't know if it's an on-stream thing, so if I could bother you afterwards with that. But basically after that I'll be hip-hopping.
Secrets.
Exactly. Fighting times. Ah, and I didn't place last this time. Improvements.
Yeah, the 3 of you were all in like a fucking dead heat. I will end the stream and then debate if I want to go watch TV/Netflix or